stop complaining. I am carrying the presents. All you've got to do is to carry me. It's nearly Christmas, and I'm here to give you the inside guide on getting the very best for your Christmas spend. Cheers.
We've scoured shops across Britain so you don't have to. And got advice from insider experts, famous and otherwise.
What, I ask you, is that?
I think it's on trend.
That's a bit toilet ducky.
We'll road test, rate and review the very latest products jostling for a place under your tree.
It's going in a straight line for it.
This is a kind of a must-have.
A must-have.
Must-have.
Including must-have and must-have items for your nearest and dearest.
It's an alarm clock that wakes you up with smells.
I like it better than a designer bag.
You didn't say that.
No, don't tell my husband.
We'll interrogate everything from toys to gifts and gadgets.
I'm a natural optimist.
I didn't ask you that.
From presents for your pets to food and drink.
I'd buy it and not share it.
We'll reveal our best buys for your hard-earned cash this Christmas.
So sit back, relax, and grab a mince pie. Let me do all the hard work. This is how to spend it well at Christmas.
This week, it's all about those blockbuster gifts for the grown-ups. Just what should you get your nearest and dearest for Christmas 2017? To help me through this costly minefield, I'll be joined by my wife, Steph.
All right, Steffi Schofield, what do you want?
Oh, this, you don't need to bother. It's fine.
Oh, good.
Over the next hour, we'll road test those popular gifts we'll be splashing out on. From perfume...
That's like Palmer Violets.
...to smart gadgets...
I'm still trying to figure out human love.
Non-committal.
...to that Christmas banker, the scented candle.
I just want to get out of here.
And at the end, we'll crown our ultimate top 3 picks for Christmas Day. So don't just stand there getting cold. Come on in. We've done our research on those goods you spend big on at Christmas. And we start with something that could run away with your entire budget if you're not careful.
A third of us spend over £1.5 billion a year on handbags or man bags. But how much should you shell out for a decent bag? To find out, I've called in some fashionistas who know their Hermès from their Louis Vuitton. For those ladies, spending thousands of pounds on a handbag isn't an indulgence. Darling, it's a necessity.
Here come the day.
Glamorous, fashionable, always by your side, designer handbags. If you don't believe me, ask the stars of reality show The Real Housewives of Cheshire.
I'll stroke yours.
If you want.
This is my favourite bag. I nearly got divorced because of this bag. Me and my husband were screaming at each other about the price. I am not paying over £1,500 for a bag. I was like, buy the bag. And everyone was looking like, get control of that woman.
I didn't have a divorce with this bag because I bought it in secret.
But tonight, these ladies will be stepping outside their comfort zone to cast their critical eye over regular high street bags that don't cost the earth.
Hi, Claudia.
To help, we brought in Claudia Valentin. She sources handbags for the rich and famous. Claudia is introducing the women to Gucci's Marmont Matelassé Mini, a bag that's been all over Instagram this year.
It's made of real leather. All the stitching is really immaculate.
And it's Gucci.
It's a Gucci.
The bag has a hefty price tag of £715.
I think it's a little bit small for a big lady.
But can cheaper high street alternatives give it a run for its money? To our test, we've tracked down 5 high street bags which have a similar look and colour to the Gucci, but crucially, with a wide range in price from £15 to £160. We've asked the women to rate them first to worst, but we won't be telling them what each one costs. So what will they think of the real bargains in our bunch? We kick off with the Kurt Geiger bag, £99, but it's real leather.
No, not for me, thank you. What I heard about it is the material, also the smell, because it smells like plastic.
But will the ladies sniff at our top price bag from Ted Baker?
See, I kind of like this. It looks expensive.
It's £160.
The gold is a little bit too blingy for me, but it does work well with the bearded black velvet. I think that's in the running.
Time to sneak in a real bargain. The £20 Miss Selfridge bag. And remember, they don't know the price.
I quite like this.
Do you?
Yeah, it would fit enough in for a night out.
Yeah, I definitely, out of the high street ones, go for this.
Would you believe it? A triumph for economy. Certainly went down better than the June bag for £60.
It's just rubbery feel. It's almost like a condom on your hand.
Moving on. It's the final and cheapest of the bunch from ASOS, only £15.
No, you are not going to like this. No.
No, I don't like it.
Well, maybe pushing our luck there. So they didn't know the prices, but how have the Real Housewives of Cheshire voted on our high street bags, from worst to first? Bottom of the pile was the bag costing £99.
No. Shocking.
In fourth, the cheapest, the ASOS bag. Followed by the June bag in third.
That costs £60.
Ted Baker, the most expensive, only made it to second. And in a surprise result, the £20 Miss Selfridge bag wins first place.
It costs £20.
Whoa,
There you are.
amazing.
Yeah, brilliant bag for that price.
Yeah, definitely have that bag.
I like it better than the designer bag.
Do you? You didn't say that out loud.
Don't tell my husband.
So Miss Selfridge wins our pick of the high street black bags, showing it definitely pays to shop around when you let the bag and not the brand do the talking.
You are really difficult to buy for, mainly because in November he'll decide he wants something and he'll go and get it.
Buying for your partner is never easy.
You have been rubbish this year. I've dropped a hint.
Oh, gosh, have you?
A really big one.
So Steph and I have called in the help of consumer journalist Lisa Smosarsky, who scoured the stores to give us her verdict on the interesting finds out this Christmas. And we're starting with the biggest growth area for Christmas spend in recent years, new tech.
What's going on here?
So this is really clever. This is the Xperia, and this is a projector.
The Xperia Touch can project onto any flat surface, but what's really smart about it is that you can then interact with the image itself.
You can swipe through on the actual surface. You can project onto a wall if you wanted to watch, you know, a TV show or a movie or something.
But it's expensive.
It's really expensive. So, you know, if Santa is going to be very, 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 very generous to you, you can have one of these.
But lower down the price range, Lisa's other new tech picks include the Apple Watch Series 3, now with cellular connectivity. The new Xbox One X is out, offering 4K performance to help justify over a £220 rise in price. The pocket-size HP Sprocket claims that you can print a photo from your smartphone as easily as you can upload it. And for something really cheap but fun, the Selfie Light Case.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, no, I'm...
Gorgeous.
I am. Gorgeous. So that's with, and that's without. Yeah, better with.
Yeah, just keep it with you at all
I'm
times.
going to walk around like that. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
Not that I'm vain, of course, but that Selfie Light at only £20 is an early contender for one of my top 3 buys. But what about the gadgets the whole family can enjoy?
If you've got one of these, I'm sorry, yours is about to join in. Alexa, do you love me?
There are people I admire and things I can't do without, but I'm still trying to figure out human love.
Non-committal. This is pretty revolutionary stuff. 2018 is going to be all about the smart home. Voice-activated speakers were only launched in the UK last year, but 40% of households are predicted to have one next year. This Christmas, these will be one of the most sought-after presents for the whole family. So, which one should you buy? Alexa, sing me a Christmas song.
The holly and the ivy, when they are both full grown.
Alexa, stop.
When they are both full grown.
I need some expert advice.
You have to make it stop. Alexa, stop.
You got to give it a run around.
You're the guy that knows. You're the guy that has followed the development of these. And it's interesting because you look in the shops and there's masses of stuff you can buy, but you've only got 2 on the table.
So the reason we've only got 2 is because there are 2 main smart ecosystems, or like the software, the brains, if you will. Here we've got the Amazon Echo, which runs Alexa. Hello.
Hi.
Right, so that one...
It's worth waiting for, isn't it?
That one is produced by Google, and the way you wake it up is by saying, OK, Google. Hello.
Hi, what can I do for you?
Oh, it's a bit more chipper.
Yeah, it's got a little bit more lust for life in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm a natural optimist, I guess.
Are you? Strangely, you see, I didn't ask you that.
Both systems provide information and control your smart home gadgets across the house. But how do they differ? With Amazon, you build up its skills store with apps you can order online. Google has no skills store, but rather relies on its own built-in search engine to answer your questions. But which one works better?
Welcome to Tech It or Leave It. Our 2 contestants are now ready for the general knowledge round. The ultimate prize, potentially a place under the nation's Christmas tree. Alexa, who won the World Darts Championship in 1997?
Sorry, I don't know that.
OK, Google.
According to Wikipedia, it was won by Lays Wallace.
Alexa, you've lost that one.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
No, you didn't, did you?
Google's taking the lead.
Alexa, what is happiness?
Pharrell would be great at answering that.
OK, Google, what is happiness?
Happiness, the state of being happy.
Yeah, you both get a point. Alexa, you get an extra point for being funny. Alexa, when is the next train to Tunbridge Wells?
I'm sorry. Flight status is not supported right now.
OK, Google.
The best way to get to Royal Tunbridge Wells by train is to catch District departing at 4:48 p.m. from West Kensington, a 7-minute walk from your current location.
Ah, yes, Google has access to its maps, but here's a question which may play into Amazon's Alexa strengths.
OK, Google, what shall I get my wife for Christmas?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet.
Alexa.
How about a Kindle, a spindle, or socks? A nice wooden box. The gift guide on Amazon can help you out. No matter what, just remember, it's the thought that counts.
We'll take that as a correct.
Back to level pegging. How about a decider?
Alexa, what do you think of Google?
I don't know. Search me. Actually, search Google. They're pretty good at that.
OK, Google, what do you think of Alexa?
Alexa and I have a lot in common. Finding facts, telling jokes, and racking up your electricity bill.
Oh, she's got the hump. Well, thank you both very much indeed. And it would appear that, in fact, they are neck and neck.
Out of the 2, which would the expert pick?
Personally, I'd have to probably at this point go for the Amazon Echo. I feel like the breadth of stuff on offer is slightly broader. With that said, the Google Home is a very good piece of technology.
And I like it. I like the great weight of knowledge it seems to have behind it. It seems to be a little bit more on it. I like that. A little bit overexcited, but friendlier than Alexa.
Clearly, smart homes are here to stay, whoever ends up as market leader. But I also want to investigate those unusual gifts that you think are worth buying, but can end up in the bin on Boxing Day.
Now, if there's one surefire item I am guaranteed to unwrap on Christmas morning, it's a shirt. This could be the shirt to top all shirts. It's a water and stain-resistant shirt. Could this be the answer to all my tea dribbling and food dropping problems, or is it just a fad? Want to find out? Designed for the busy working professionals so that they can spill coffee over themselves in the morning and still go out partying in the evening where someone can spill red wine over them and it won't matter. The shirts are 100% cotton, but layered with billions of silicon dioxide particles, which apparently repel the water. There's number 1, orange juice. Let's try that. There's the orange juice running right off. What about red wine? Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. Oh, no, that's all fine. So we know now that they... Oh! Good Lord. They are liquid resistant, which is fab. What about stain resistant? These are the big guys, because these are oil-based, so they may not come off quite so easily. This is chili sauce and curry sauce. What a messy night out. tomato soup. And there you go. So did it work? Has it repelled? Yes, it has. Doing particularly, as you can see, that the oil is coming off a little bit. That's really good. I'm thinking this is pretty thumbs up. I'm liking it. For me, this is fab. Good job. I think the test is actually complete. Oh!
Coming up, Colleen Nolan tries to sniff out a bargain in perfumes.
That's like Parma Violets.
I'm joined by Vernon Kay to test drones.
Going in straight line for this.
Can you see it?
I can, yeah.
And whilst the selfie light is a contender for my 3 top picks, there may well be another down the toilet. Half of all fragrance sales for the entire year take place in November and December. But do perfumes have to be so pricey? Time to sniff out a deal. One Sheffield shopping centre. One fragrance-loving loose woman, Colleen Nolan. And 2 perfumes to test. Similar in smell, but very different prices.
So I'm going to start with the expensive one, which, wait for it, is J'adore de Dior. Oh, I'm like the advert itself.
Despite its premium price tag, Dior's J'adore Eau de Toilette has been a popular Christmas gift for almost 2 decades.
I can smell more... Oh, stuck up my nose then. Fruity and floral, actually. I can smell a bit of both in there.
And in the red corner, Rose by Zara. A similar smelling perfume, but at a fraction of the price, just $9.99.
It's very similar smelling. I like that kind of clean, soapy smell. So we're going to put the Zara Rose in the red bag, and we're going to put the J'adore by Dior in the black bag.
So which one will the public go for? Let battle commence.
Girls, yeah. Can I please try these perfumes on you?
Will it be the cheap one, hidden in red?
It's a bit toilet ducky.
Toilet ducky?
Or the expensive one in the black bag?
That's way more stronger.
It's got more depth to it.
So, out of the 2, which did you prefer?
Red.
Wow.
The red one, I think. It's the black one.
That one. The first one.
I prefer the black one.
Black one.
That one.
It's neck and neck to start.
Back.
Yeah. The black one, yeah.
And you both prefer the red one?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
You prefer the red one?
Yes, I do.
And which one do you prefer?
The red one. That one's sharper.
Sharper. Oh, get you. Perfume expert.
The cheap one's edging it.
I think the red one.
That one, the black one.
I wouldn't wear it,
Could be a comeback.
but I prefer it.
For this one, I would say this one's more expensive.
You're very clever, aren't you? Because that one is the expensive one.
Yes, this one.
So you'd all pick the red one on your right wrist.
So out of 20 shoppers, just 8 preferred the J'adore by Dior. But an amazing 12 opted for the Rose by Zara, under a tenner and almost 9 times cheaper.
You'll be really pleased because you're going to have a really cheap Christmas coming up because they both actually prefer the cheaper version, which is Zara Rose. That's
I never
from
would have
Zara,
guessed, yeah.
£9.99. £9. I mean, the difference is incredible.
You know what to get Mummy
really.
for Christmas now, don't you?
So a useful lesson. Whilst the luxury brand may make for a more attractive present, it's worth considering other options or you could end up paying through the nose. One area you can make a big impact without having to break the bank is on stocking fillers. Lisa, editor-in-chief of Stylist magazine, is back with her considered verdict of her top 10, starting with 5 ideas I might like.
Have you thought about my hint yet? Do you know what it is?
Well, the only thing is, I've got a sort of vague recollection of...
Yeah, so the answer is no.
No. I just
Maybe
think
something here will jog your memory, perhaps.
Okay, so this is little retro games console. And what I really like about this is obviously a big nostalgia trend at the moment.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
we're all looking back. This is about £12, £13. It's really affordable. I think lots of people will like playing on
What
this,
a
so it really
great
does work for
idea.
everyone. OK, we can't get him off it now.
That is a great
What are you
idea.
playing?
Yeah, that's good, like that. Love the music, proper retro sound.
Yeah, it's
Bearing in
really
mind,
cool, that.
You are the only person I know who's completed Super Mario,
Mario.
the old
Have
style,
you?
about
Yeah.
10 times.
Yeah.
Lisa's top 5 also includes Sodacado, the avocado-shaped portable charger. The Philips nose trimmer for every hirsute gentleman. This smart garden, not cheap at £89, but it waters the herbs so you don't have to. And with a nod to nostalgia, the Nokia 3310 phone.
But they've actually just reissued this. It's brilliant for text. You're not going online with this. This is your utility phone, really robust and brilliant battery life as well. So
you
great
used to be able to text without looking on this, didn't you?
Yes, that is a skill.
I think it looks so... it feels
It's really
lovely.
nice.
It does, it's
and the
lovely.
best thing is it's got Snake on it. So if you're a Snake fan, then this is the phone for you.
You love a bit of Snake, don't you? With smartphones now upwards of £500, if you've got something like this and it's a party phone, you can keep in touch, you can call the cab, and if you lose your phone, it's not the end of the
it's
world.
really durable
That
as
could
well.
go in my stocking.
Yes.
So all sorts of tech and drones, of course.
You love a drone, don't you, darling? And you're brilliant at them.
Actually, Steph, drone sales are up nearly 800%. And although they don't come cheap, one of the biggest sellers are these selfie drones, able to both fly and film you on command. This year is even being hailed the year of the selfie drone. I decided to test the most popular drones on the market with Vernon Kay, who is a man who's even more drone-obsessed than I am. Do you like drones?
Love drones. Had a drone for many years now. Put a few in the bin, I'll be honest with you.
Vernon's in for a big surprise. I'm about to introduce him to a true legend. Luke Bannister, the current British, European and world drone racing champion.
Wow.
Put your goggles on,
all right,
and have a look at this.
Oh, my goodness me. Got quite nauseous already.
Well, I know.
If you're wondering about the goggles, they let us see what the drone sees.
Where are you?
I'm here.
I'm just going to do this, just in case I
Are you
keel
about
over.
you about to fall over?
Yeah. Luke, how long have you been flying to get this good?
About 3 years now.
3 years?
Yeah.
He's 17, Philip.
This is why his reactions are like that. Oh! Oh, Luke!
You're the champion of Britain, and you just binned it!
What speed does yours do?
This can do up to 100 miles an hour.
No way!
What?
Yeah.
Can I have a go?
No. The drones that you can buy in the shops, do they differ a lot?
Yeah, the drones you buy in the shops is very easy to fly. They level themselves and they hold position.
Oh, great. Well, can't go wrong, then. We've got 4 drones we plan to put through their paces in a 2-stage test. But not before I do something the producers aren't too happy with.
I'm going to have a go with this one.
I've got my hands on the Sim 2 Moment, which hit the market this summer.
Easy, Phil. Oh, yep.
Which seems to have a mind of its own.
Going in a straight line, Philip. Going in a straight line, Philip. Do it! Philip!
GPS error.
I better go and get that.
Give me a leg up.
1, 2, 3, go. Can you see it?
I can, yeah.
It's in one piece.
It is in one piece. But I'm not entirely sure how we're going to get that out.
I'm sorry, Philip. That was hilarious.
It's folded itself up. Right.
It turns out I've broken it, putting one of our drones out of the running. Whoops. Time to test the remaining 3 then. The DJI Spark, the market leader, retailing at £519. The Parrot Bebop 2 Power, the most expensive drone we're testing. And the Unique Breeze, aimed at novice drone pilots. I'm leaving this test in Luke's capable hands.
So safety goggles on now, bearing in mind the morning that we've just had. So we're looking for the best speed and best manoeuvrability.
The first stage of the test is speed and manoeuvrability, where Luke must fly his drone as fast as possible around this obstacle course. Each drone will do 4 laps and will record the fastest.
Good luck, off you go.
First to hit the course is the Unique Breeze, our cheapest drone at £449.
How's it feel?
Pretty stable and quite easy to get through the gates.
All right, come on, Luke.
That's 1 lap.
Cross the line, cross the line.
Done.
The Unique Breeze completes the lap in a respectable 27.8 seconds.
Second one.
Come on.
Let's go.
Next up, it's the DJI Spark. This drone boasts the ability to sense an obstacle 5 meters away most of the time. The Spark takes the rest of the course in its stride.
Just under that arch for the final time. We're done.
It crosses the finishing line with a lap time of 30.2 seconds. And finally, it's the Parrot Bebop 2 Power. At £629.99, it's our most expensive drone, so has something to prove. This drone promises up to 30 minutes of non-stop flying time.
Hands down!
If you can keep it in the air.
Because it's more sensitive, it's definitely harder to fly. Oh, that's all.
Oh no, it's down again!
Bagsy, not me, go and get it.
Shut up.
You crashed it, you go and get it.
It may be harder to handle, but the Parrot takes pole position with the fastest lap time of 26.6 seconds. And that means after the speed trial, the Parrot Bebop is in the lead. But we're not done with our drones yet, because coming later, it's the all-important Follow Me test.
Is there literally no privacy? I am on a quest to help you choose a gift that will be truly fabulous or simply a fad that won't last much beyond the Queen's speech. How about this? This is the Illumibol, a motion-activated night light for the toilet, which is a very unfortunate name for it. Let me show you. Turn the light off, and... look! It lights up, it brightens up the bowl as you walk into the bathroom. No more accidents in the dark, a soft glow where you need to go. £19.99, fits on any seat rim. So look at that, absolutely perfect if the person in your life needs landing lights. Fab or fad, this is definitely fab and a contender for my stocking. Excuse me.
So the Illumibol joins the Nokia phone in the race to become a top pick for the Christmas stocking. Still to come, a bizarre but strangely enjoyable gift for cat lovers.
If you are a cat lover, you are going to love doing this.
And does a £300 shaver buy you the smoothest shave?
Let's go out. Yeah, hit the toes.
Last Christmas, we spent on average £117 on our partners. So when you're tempted by a product that costs hundreds of pounds, you really want to make sure it's value for money. Time for the next stage of our drones test, to find out just which of these pricey gadgets are worth the money. But before we get underway, Vernon and I want our own drone race.
You ready?
I'm ready. What's that?
Size is not everything.
Yes, having crashed one earlier, we only get to race cheap drones.
3, 2, 1, up and away.
All right, we have liftoff. These are great fun. Really easy to control if you get the speed right.
These Airhogs DR1 micro race drones are £42.99.
Yeah, third lap, Philip. What number lap are you on? Just carry it.
First lap.
Well done.
Second.
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on.
You?
Move.
I can't control it. What's more, when it gets down the end, I can't see it.
Time to return to the main test. Following my mishap with the Sim2 Moment drone,
Going in straight line, Philip.
there are just 3 drones for the test of the Follow Me function. That's their ability to keep the owner in vision and follow them as they move without remote control. To test them, we've recruited another Luke, a qualified drone operator and occasional runner. These drones should be able to lock on to Luke via a phone app and follow him around a set course. First one to follow Luke's trail is the DJI Spark.
OK, ready to take off. That now should follow me, so I'm going to see how this goes.
Looking good so far, but how will it fare in less open terrain? The DJI Spark has a function which helps it navigate away from obstacles, so it avoids the trees, but it struggles to keep sight of Luke.
And that's lost it.
Good start, but got confused by the trees. Next up, it's the Unique Breeze, £70 cheaper than the DJI Spark. All seems to be going very well.
That's not doing too bad. Hopefully it won't hit that tree.
until Luke runs near the trees. Ah, OK, so the unique breeze doesn't have the obstacle avoidance function then. So now it's all down to the Parrot Bebop 2 Power.
Taking off.
Can this one do any better? Makes a good start, successfully tracking him in open ground until it suddenly crashes out of the sky.
Motor error.
So a mixed bag of results there. For speed and manoeuvrability, the Parrot Bebop did best, whilst the DJI Spark also impressed.
On the Follow Me test, none of the drones performed brilliantly, but only the DJI Spark was able to successfully follow for at least part of the test, nudging it into the lead.
Which means that the overall winner is the £519 DJI Spark. But one thing to consider, if you are starting out, you might want to learn first on a cheaper toy before spending the big bucks. This Air Hogs DR1 micro race drone that I tried out with Vernon is absolutely brilliant. This is definitely a contender for my stocking.
Now we're on the hunt for those stocking fillers, and stylist editor Lisa's back to reveal the rest of her top 10 picks, this time with Steph in mind.
Fun earrings. Ta-da!
Oh, they are fabulous.
So danglies are a very big trend.
Which I wouldn't normally do.
Well,
but they
I
are
don't
great.
really wear earrings, but actually these are quite fun.
Well, I wouldn't go red.
Never in my life I would have ever have seen you in danglies. It looks good though.
It does look good.
I might do black.
You look like the end of a sofa.
But you could put them anywhere, couldn't you?
Also on Lisa's list were the Magnatone Vibrasonic Cleansing Brush.
It's for exfoliation, getting your skin really vibrant. Beauty technology is a really fantastic sector at Christmas.
Tea towels that teach you how to pair food and drink. The L'Occitane Indulgent Pampering Tin, always big business at Christmas. And Smart Tech strikes again with this Bluetooth tracker keyring.
You basically could stick it on anything that you lose, and then you can trace it around the house.
I'll stick one on my mother in case I lose her. Sorry, Mum.
Okay.
Sorry, Mum.
And so, to the next of our road tests.
Its death knell may have been sounded before, but 2017 may have finally seen peak beard. The trend for 2018 is moving towards shorter, more manicured beards and the return of the razor. So if you are eyeing up a razor-sharp gift idea, it's the age-old question, do you go for the high-tech electric shave or the no-tech wet shave?
To find out, we've taken top-of-the-range examples of both. In the high-tech corner is the Braun Series 9 electric shaver at £299. It's expensive. But it claims to capture more hairs in one stroke than any other shaver in the world, and it can work as a dry or a wet shave. For the no-tech option, we've chosen a starter set from Harry's. At £14, it's 5% of the cost of the high-tech Braun. Time to put them head-to-head. The location: Edinburgh, home of Laura and Ian, a pair of experienced gentlemen's barbers.
Shaving the faces of gorgeous men all day. That's what I do for a living.
The testers, 8 men who've been asked not to shave for at least 2 days. Well, he didn't get the memo. And the test: Ian will shave one half of their faces with the high-tech electric shaver, and Laura will shave the other half with the no-tech blade.
How does that feel?
Yeah, that feels good, don't it?
That doesn't feel bad, does it?
No, it feels good.
Our volunteers will then decide which they think is best for closeness and sensitivity. Let the test begin. First up, the most challenging pair, Ewan and Callum.
So ready to go off today? Yep, all off.
Big commitment to take it
The
off.
wife's going to get a shock. She's going to get afraid.
Okay.
Kind of like a potato with red hair.
Ian and Laura get to work, and in no time, the men are transformed.
Hashtag half face.
Hashtag half beard.
Let's go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit the town. Go to the pub. Yeah.
Now it's time to swap. The other 6 volunteers have the same half-half treatment. For all the men, Laura is using her no-tech razor with the classic wet shave. Ian's high-tech electric shaver, remember, has both wet and dry shave functions. So to make it a fair test, he decided to use both options. At the end of the test, the men are asked to feel their faces to decide which is the smoothest.
Okay, gentlemen, the results are in, and all of you voted for the razor work over the electric shaver.
So the ordinary blade remains king of the shave. Despite all the technology, neither the wet or dry functions of the electric shaver could match it.
I always say clean shave all the way, so I got proven right today.
Now, there's one member of the household we haven't covered yet. Over half of the country's pet owners plan to spend more on their pets than on their actual family members.
No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die. This is something very special, but I'm actually wondering if she's going to like it. I don't want to give the game away, but this is the Christmas gift, I think, for her. This is a £26 silicone brush, resembling a cat tongue, which you put in your mouth and then you use it to brush your cat. Yes, I can see you backing off. Apparently, it will help owners bond with their cats in their own language of love. So, here goes. Oh, here. No. I like it. Fully relaxing into this. There we are. That's lovely. I've got a feeling, if you are a cat lover, you are going to love doing this. I mean, for people who aren't cat lovers, it is going to seem a little strange. But also, the minute I started doing that, the cat calmed down. This is fab. But oh so wrong.
Coming up, from bizarre gifts to absolute bankers. We investigate the scented candle, that go-to present when everything else fails. Steph finally works out my hint.
That's what I said I wanted.
Yeah.
And I reveal my top 3 picks for my Christmas stocking, and it's all still to play for.
Excuse me. Now, I'm told that 1 in 3 of us complain of disturbed or inadequate sleep, and it's not something that affects me, but it does
It
you.
really does, yeah. I find it tough.
Well, I've enlisted Steph's help in testing one of the biggest trends this Christmas, high-tech solutions to help us sleep and relax. This is the Zeek pillow. It's £199. And it has a sensor in it so that if you start to snore, it will gently tell you. So just snore
Should
a
we
bit.
try it?
Yeah, OK, right,
Okay.
go for it.
Did it work for you?
No.
Yeah, it set mine off.
You got a buzz?
Yeah.
What's it doing?
It's basically gently vibrating with a little noise, as if to say, shh.
What,
like I do to you
like
in the middle of the
better
night.
better than that.
It's much better than what you do to me.
Oh, I've got running water now.
I've got music.
I've got
Oh.
frogs. And an owl. I like this, actually. This is
So
really
do
restful.
I've got very, yoga music's beautiful.
Oh. Do you think it would help you sleep?
Yeah, quite possibly, actually.
In which case, it's fab. Fab. Here's something to aid your waking. This is the Sensor Wake. It's an alarm clock that wakes you up with smells. And there are little cassettes here. So you've got orange juice, toast. This top one has got like a palm tree. So it's either, I don't know, whether it be smell of a beach or coconut or something like that.
Yep.
So it's going to go off at 8:41. You're about to be woken up to this smell. Here we go.
Nothing yet.
Oh, I have. It's bacon, but for me, it smells like somebody's burnt celery in a hospital.
Oh, no.
So I think that is definitely a fad.
Agreed.
So, earlier on,
Oh, no.
I gave you a hint about 2 months ago as to what I wanted for Christmas.
2 months ago.
So what is it?
I know.
You're telling me. And the reason I provoked by this is that you said that I was rubbish at picking up hints. So what did I hint? It's the only thing I said I wanted for Christmas.
I can't.
It was that mad zoom lens that you put on your phone, and you can use your phone camera to zoom, like, to the moon. Yes. That's what I said I wanted.
Yes.
If we hadn't done this show, and I hadn't had this opportunity, I wouldn't have got that.
I'm sorry, darling.
So we've made some progress on presents for partners, but what about great aunts or the kid's teacher? For many of us, the solution is a scented candle. I am not ashamed to tell you that I love them, and I'm not alone. Britons are the European champions of scented candle buying, spending 90 million a year on them. They can be cool and sophisticated, like this one, green tea and bergamot. There's even a donut flavour one, but I'm not quite sure which one that one is. The price range is huge, so which candle to buy? We decided to do a test on the market leaders and rank them first to worst.
We started with a blind smell test of 5 Christmassy, orange and spice-scented candles. We invited 12 candle enthusiasts to the London School of Beauty. They were given a different massage treatment with each of the test candles and judged them purely on aroma. Time to relax and inhale. And the results? In 5th place was the cheapest, Primark's Spiced Orange and Cinnamon candle at just £3.
I think this candle actually smells of quite cheap perfume. It's very weak and watery.
It's quite basic. I think it's quite a cheaper version of a candle.
Maybe this one's more useful for a power cut. In 4th, the Spiced Orange Yankee candle, much pricier at £19.99. Is that your feet or the candle?
I think it's making me more relaxed.
I'm not a fan, definitely not. I just want to get out of here.
Yeah, it's the candle. M&S's Mandarin Clove and Cinnamon candle for £12.50 came 3rd.
I don't think this is an expensive one. I think this is more mid-range.
So far, I would say this is the most Christmassy candle that I've smelled.
Followed by the most expensive candle in our test at £45, the Diptyque Pomander in 2nd.
It's quite a luxurious smell.
It reminds me of being somewhere warm and comforting.
Which leaves us with a surprise result. The 2nd cheapest candle comes in 1st, John Lewis's Winter Spice.
It's a floral, rosy, I'd say it's mid-range price.
It gives me a sort of sense of drifting off.
At £10, that's not to be sniffed at. Well, actually, it is. So far, so simple. But this test doesn't stop here. I've decided to find out how consistent the scent is in each candle, because I don't want a candle that's just going to be burning plain wax after a short time. Enter Odour Lab director Pete Badham.
We're pretty much experts in smells, you know. They call me the Yoda of odour.
We've sent Pete the same 5 candles to find out how much scented wax is really in them.
We were trying to establish whether or not the smell release was the same throughout the entire length of the candle. We decided to take 2 sets of samples, one near the top and one near the bottom.
After collecting the fragrance from each candle sample in a bag, Pete went to work using a team of sniffers to register the power of scent in the different layers of each candle. It's time to combine his findings with our own and reveal the verdict.
What happens once we factor in consistency of smell? That is, how much of the candle is scented. Then we've got a bit of a reshuffle. The Primark stays bottom with only a thin layer of scent around the top and the outside. But then there is a swap for 4th and 3rd place, with the Yankee overtaking the M&S. And in 1st place, now we have a tie. The Diptyque, with scent all the way throughout the candle, scored enough points to now tie with John Lewis. But for me, the fact that that one's £45 and that one's £10, the John Lewis wins and is a contender for my Christmas stocking.
Finally, decision time. Here's the top 3 from my search of Christmas gifts and gadgets.
So you don't have to. I've woken up to the smell of bacon, I've crashed drones, and I've licked a cat. After all of that, the 3 top picks for my stocking, those things that really caught my eye, are the Air Hogs DR1 Micro Race Drone. Much cheaper than the big guys, and it won't break your heart when it flies over next door's fence. The Illumibol, right down here. Great fun for little ones if you've got them in the house so that they know where to aim, or just someone who's perhaps a little older who needs landing lights. And the Zeek Pillow. Steph's still talking about this. Plays music and sounds of nature. I think the owl might wake me up, but she absolutely loved it. And most importantly, my wife has worked out what I want for Christmas. And it took long enough.
Next time, it's all about food and drink for the big day. With the help of experts and a host of road testers across the country, we rate the most popular festive offerings.
This is Christmas dinner in a box.
From Prosecco
I've never been this serious about Prosecco.
to puddings.
Best pudding I've ever tasted.
And we put the latest gizmos. From Christmas lights...
Swipe, we're going to go to rainbow.
...to coffee machines through their paces.
So you're a bit of a tart, really, when it comes to the coffee machine.
Well, it's Dennis's turn for a Bush Tucker trial tonight, but how will he get on in the Temple of Gloom? We're off to the jungle with I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here. Next.